Have you ever heard of a city hidden in the clouds? A place so secret that for hundreds of years almost no one knew it was there. This is the story of Machu Picchu. People call it the lost city of the Incas. It is a name full of mystery and adventure. It makes you wonder, how could a whole city just disappear? It wasn't really lost to everyone, of course. A few local families knew its secrets, but to the rest of the world, it was just a legend. A whisper of a golden city built by a powerful empire, then swallowed by the jungle. It was a puzzle waiting to be solved, a forgotten chapter in human history. This incredible place is tucked away high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Imagine steep green peaks all around you. A river, the Urubamba, snakes its way through the valley far, far below. The air is thin and fresh. On this mountain ridge, about 2,430 meters above sea level, the Inca Empire built something truly special. The Incas were amazing builders and rulers in South America long ago. They created this city around the year 1450. The world finally rediscovered Machu Picchu because of an American explorer. His name was Hiram Bingham. He was a professor from Yale University. He was not a treasure hunter, but a historian. He was fascinated by the stories of the Incas. He had heard whispers of a final hidden capital. He wanted to find this lost city. So in 1911, he led an expedition into the dense, difficult terrain of the Peruvian Andes. It was a tough journey. Thick jungles, biting insects, steep, dangerous mountain paths. It was a real adventure into the unknown. On a cold, wet morning, on July 24, 1911, their luck changed. Bingham and his team were camping in the valley below. A local farmer named Melchor Arteaga told them about some old ruins on top of a nearby mountain. He called the mountain Machu Picchu, which means Old Peak in the local Quechua language. Bingham was curious, but also skeptical. He had heard many such stories before. He agreed to pay the farmer to guide him up the treacherous slope. It was a hard climb, but Bingham was determined to see what was up there, hoping it was the breakthrough he was looking for. When they reached the top, what Bingham saw took his breath away. It was more incredible than anything he could have imagined. What makes Machu Picchu so special? First, there are the buildings. The Incas were masters of stonework. They could cut and shape enormous granite stones with incredible precision. They did this using only simpler tools made of stone. They did this using only simpler tools made of bronze. The most amazing part is how they fit the stones together. This technique is called ashlar masonry. The blocks fit so tightly that you can't even slide a knife blade between them. This made their buildings very strong. They have survived for more than 500 years, withstanding earthquakes that have destroyed modern buildings in the region. It's like a giant, perfect stone puzzle. The city is cleverly divided into two main parts. Even after all the research, Machu Picchu still holds on to some of its secrets. One of the biggest mysteries is that the wheel was never used here. The Incas knew about the wheel. It appears on some toys, but they never used it for building or transport. Imagine the incredible effort it took to move those massive stones, some over 20 tons, up the steep mountain. They did it all with human power, using ropes, using ramps, and thousands of workers. Today, people travel from across the globe to Peru to see this wonder. Some arrive by train through the Sacred Valley. Others hike the 4-day Inca Trail. Reaching the Sun Gate at dawn, watching Machu Picchu emerge from the mist, is unforgettable, like discovering it anew.